I kind of just want to take y'all through a little bit of a snapshot of what it's like and what the differences have been from then to now. Hi, y'all. Long time no see. If this is your first time watching any of my videos, my name is Achi, and this is my channel. And today, I really wanted to come and say, first of all, hi. It's been, I don't know, maybe like a year. And so I really just wanted to come back, show y'all that I'm still alive, show y'all that I'm as bad as ever, and update y'all on what it's like being 4 years on HRT. And so I guess let's just get into it. I have been on HRT for about 4 years now. I started HRT when I was 21, I believe. And that was pretty wild. To give y'all a mental image of where I was when I was 21, I was engaged. I was living as a straight boy. I was kind of doing everything that like the world had told me that I should be doing. And so I was super, super depressed all the time and I was pretty sad. And long story short, when I decided to come out, I was just kind of at a point in my life where I was like, I have nothing else to lose. I want to be happy for once, and I want to, just be me and just exist as like joy and exist as like um a manifestation of like what I want for myself and not what other people want for me, which basically led me to transitioning. And 4 years later, here we are. There's been a lot of things that have changed since then. I'll put a picture of me before I was this beautiful lady right there. And things are really different, but things are also really amazing now as compared to back then. And so I kind of just want to take y'all through a little bit of a snapshot of what it's like and what the differences have been from then to now. And so we're going to talk about some of the physical changes, we're going to talk about some of the mental changes, and we're going to talk about just some of the things that I noticed independently. And I'll let y'all decide what you think. And if you do have any thoughts, please make sure to leave them in the comments below. I really like it when y'all leave me comments. And I promise I read all of them. And yeah, even the hate ones. But yeah, so I think the first thing that we're going to talk about is physical because that's the thing that people think about the most. That is like what people notice most often. That's like the thing that's on people's minds the most. I feel like when it comes to this stuff, like it's the most, I would say, it's the most broadly appealing thing. And because they're like, oh, you're transitioning from this way to this way. People don't really ask about like the emotional things as much. But I think that there have been a ton of changes since I got on HRT. I okay, so like let's just do the quick rundown, right? I have gotten shorter. I've gotten 2 inches shorter, literally. Um, my shoe size has gone down. I was a 11 in boys, and now I'm like a 9 in boys. I have gone through a lot of fluctuations with my weight for sure. I think before I started transitioning, I was like a little bit of a gym rat. I was in the gym all the time. Insert photo here of my back. But after I started transitioning, I went vegan for a couple years. And then also like I started living more like so much more of like a sedentary lifestyle. And so I had a lot of fluctuations in my weight. I'm actually, I think, on the thinnest side that I've been in a while right now, which, personally makes me really happy because I feel great. Besides that, I mean, like, titties have grown, you know? Um, curves have been curving. My face is more feminine. I mean, I also have had facial feminization surgery, but that is something that has happened in the last 4 years. So it's not HRT related, but it is gender related for sure. My skin has gotten super duper soft. It's like the first thing that people say when they touch me. They're like, "Wow, your skin is super soft." And I'm just like, "I know, I'm magical. I look happy. I am like glowing. I am gay." But besides that, I think that's pretty much everything. Since then, like aesthetically wise, but not related to HRT, I've gotten a lot more tattoos. I am pretty tattooed. I am planning on getting more tattoos. I have a neck tattoo. I didn't have that before. I've gotten another ear piercing on both of my ears. I want to get another one. I tried to put one right here, but it didn't work out. I want to get my other nose nostril pierced. Um, and I think I want to get a really small face tattoo, but I don't know. Physically, what changes have there been? I think that's pretty much it, y'all. Like, this shit is really like surface level. I feel like a lot of the changes that you do make, like, you need to make it like on your own accord. Like, you need to decide to change it. Like, my facial feminization surgery was because like I elected for that. When I had lip fillers, it was because I elected for that. Um, my tattoos also are just because I elected for that. And like I also see tattoos as kind of like a gender affirming thing. So yeah, I guess that's kind of been the difference from then to now. Like I just feel so much more, and I guess this is kind of going into the emotional things, but I just feel so much more confident. I feel like I almost can just like express myself, and even if I don't feel super confident, I know that like I'm coming across as achi. And like before, I guess I felt like I was just coming off as like a random person, like an NPC. Derealization was real. Um, and I just didn't even feel like a person. But it's different now because I feel like I want to be pretty and I want to look good and like I like putting cute outfits together and I like feeling cute and I like being called cute and like it's just fun. It's like a fun part that adds spice into life and being cute makes it spicier, if that makes sense. I'm definitely a little bit faded today. This is definitely just like a kind of a get stoned and talk to me kind of vibe for the video today. I've been through a lot from when I first started to now. 4 years being in HRT, I feel like I've really just come into myself. Like, mostly, I cannot think of a time where, especially lately, where I've been like, I don't know who I am. I feel like more than ever, like, I know who I want to be and who I am. And like every day, I just add little things onto that, or like I just edit what that is. And I think that's kind of the beauty of having gone on my journey when it comes to gender is it feels like I've just unlocked so much more things to like play with and experience and be around and be like things to influence me, and it just really opens up life. Emotionally it's opened up life, like opportunity wise it's opened up my life, like it's really just been a big changing factor. Like I'm so much less negative than I was. And that's not because of the estrogen, but it's because of what transition inherently has offered to me. And that's just me being able to be authentic and show up authentically to the world. And I don't know if that makes sense or if that sounds super convoluted, but also look at my nails. Cute. Look. There's little black and green dots on the middle fingers and then they like alternate. Also, these are my little friends back here. They're all just hanging out. They're kind of like the audience for today's video because I have to act like I'm talking to y'all, and I am talking to y'all, but also like it makes it easier because they're there. Shout out to my lungs for letting me survive all these big fat doinker hits that I take all the time. All right, back to the video. I've definitely been through a lot of like life changes since the onset of HRT. I mean, I was living in Mexico a couple years ago. I had someone who I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I had another person who I was madly in love with. I've had a string of relationships that have not gone very far in like the last year and a half. But I think a lot of that has just been honestly a big teacher of like what I do want, what I don't want in life. I think that the place that I'm at right now is really just like appreciating the energy and like the love of like my friends and the people around me and like also the lovers that I do have in my life because your girl is not completely single, but just like giving more platonic love and self-love and all these other different forms of love to myself, like parenting myself instead of focusing purely on romantic love. I think that for a long time, and this is something that has changed in the last 4 years, so this is a good one. You should listen. The way that I envision and want love in my life has definitely changed a lot. I think I really used to want to be in, I just wanted to be in a relationship. I wanted to feel loved and cared for and like protected. And I think over the last like 2, 3 years, especially, I've learned that like I need to have a relationship with myself to give myself those things. Like, I need to be a parent to myself. I need to be a lover to myself. Like, I need to have, like, for me, it really helps to have this like inner voice of like this put like maternal mother figure that like tells me what to do, when I don't know what to do. And that's one way that I like love myself and I parent myself. And like working on that has just made it so much more clear what I need in a relationship. Not something that I'd ever really thought about deeply before, like what I want. I just knew that I liked someone, or I knew that I thought that someone was attractive, or I liked what they could offer to my life, or the way that they made me feel. Um, but I feel like I'm in such a different place now, and I don't know if that's necessarily age, as it is being on HRT for a while, but I will say my brain chemistry definitely has changed. I feel like the biggest thing that I have in my life now that I didn't used to before is just like so much more resilience, also so much more patience, so much more just like emotional regulation. And I'm really grateful for that because that's not something that I was able to do a lot when I was a kid. I grew up very chaotic, very like, I hate authority and like things were really just rough in general. But I feel so much better about like the way that I can carry myself now and the way that like I can react to things that like are activating to me or things that are like setting me off. And I just feel so much confident in like what I am gonna say and like being okay. Also, like, is this another thing? Like being okay with like needing to think about something before giving an answer and not just like blurting something out. Like, I will think about something before I say something most of the time. I'm not perfect for sure, and I'm still just like messing up sometimes, but I think I'm so much better at it. And those are the things that the last couple years have like offered me in terms of change that I'm so grateful for. Honestly, more than the physical things because I feel like I'm pretty hot, but I don't know. I feel like my mental peace is more important. Um, I just burped. Well, like more important in different ways. Um, each has a time and a place. The last thing. How has my life been? Like, what are some of the big independent things that I noticed from, especially like the beginning of when I started HRT to now? Like, not even HRT, I would say, but just like my transition as a whole, like even before medical transition, I am in such a different place. I've been in so many different places since then. And I'm still continuing to grow in the places that I'm in. Um, I'm in Aries, so I always learn things the hard way and I need to try a lot of different things before I, understand what I want to do. And my life has definitely been like that. I've still done so many different jobs. I've still have worked in so many different fields. I've done everything from like selling cars to working in nonprofits to like working at migrant shelters to working at like Panera to like, I don't even know. I worked at Comic Con one year. I've just done everything. And I'm confident that life is not going to stop with that theme for me now. And so I'm excited for that because I like adventure, I like spontaneity, as much as I like stability because I have a Taurus moon. Um, I've just noticed that my ability to love has grown so much more. I have had really great experiences that have impacted me as a person so much more in the last couple years. And I think generally, not exclusively, but generally, like taking the step to transition was like a big catalyst for a lot of those things, or at least that's how it feels for my life. Um, so yeah, I look back at 4 years and can only feel pretty grateful. It's brought a lot of pain and stuff like that, but also I think that my pain would have been way worse if I hadn't transitioned. And so, you take what you can get and you like balance it out because like it all equals out somewhere. And I also feel like you can't have the ups of life without the downs because then it's like it wouldn't go anywhere, like physically. But yeah, I'm pretty faded right now. And I'm kind of just like going off and going off. But if you understand, then you understand. Something that I've been doing a lot of lately has been watching tarot readings on YouTube. It's been kind of my favorite. I watch a couple different ones, and I love watching the ones for my signs. That's something that's definitely new. I'm really into tarot. That's like the last year and a half, probably. I've been really into tarot. Um, but yeah, hopefully this year, what I'm really into is actually posting on my YouTube channel because I like talking to y'all and I want to make more videos and I like being on here and I want to eventually not have a day job, which I have a day job right now and I don't want to have a day job. So, run it up for your girl. Run it the fuck up. And also tell me which of my stuffies in the background that you love the most because there's like, this is Nori right here. Like, Nori is a little crocodile. This is Teto. This is Dina. And this is Mr. Blinkerton right here, the yellow guy, Mr. Pum Pum Pudding. And then this is the No right here, the purple guy that's like sleeping. So, let me know who's your favorite in the comment section of this video if you watched the whole thing. And I will be coming at y'all soon with some more vlogs. Okay, y'all, subscribe to all my things and have a good day. Bye. I love y'all. Mwah.